My name is Jackie Mungai. I am the founder of LIT Initiative. Before I started LIT, I was a high school teacher for English and literature here in Kilifi, where I grew up. I was passionate about sharing with young people knowledge that they would use to lift themselves out of very difficult circumstances. But there were so many cases of absenteeism and dropping out. Girls would drop out mainly because they got pregnant and had to start a home of their own, whether that meant getting married or being a single mother. On the other hand, boys would drop out because they would have to marry these girls and start young families as culture dictates. Others came from very poor homes that did not have the capacity to support them to be in schools, while others got into drug and substance abuse. Even sadder is the fact that a significant number of them simply dropped out because that's the norm around here. In my community, there aren't enough role models to inspire the school-going to see education as a means of living a better life. Even parents and elders often support the idea of dropping out so that a young person can work and bring bread home. I was concerned about these young people and all that they were missing out on by being out of school. So much potential was being lost because of the reasons that were often beyond their control. Something needed to be done urgently. I decided to quit my high school teaching job to start the LIT initiative. LIT lights up the world of young people who for one reason or another are not in school. Our desire is that every young person is functionally literate. Functional literacy for us means basic literacy, which is the ability to read, write, and count. Financial literacy, which is the knowledge to manage money wisely. Civic literacy, that is how the government and governance structure works and how to be an active citizen. Digital literacy, the ability to use digital devices, and also life skills. Can you imagine in the year 2022, a time when the internet is flooded with millennials and Gen Zs, we still have young people who have never ever touched a computer. Consequently, these young adults automatically miss out on all the opportunities that come with the internet. By enlightening them, they're able to explore these opportunities, for example, content creation. We have also had learners who became proficient in computers to a point where they became peer teachers. So far, we have had learners go from never stepping foot into a bank to having their own bank accounts. We really should get education out of school and get rid of the idea that education can only happen within the physical compounds of schools. Those who cannot be in classrooms should not be condemned to a life of illiteracy. There's a dire need for learning to be accessible out of school and in the spaces where we find young adults and women who, for a variety of reasons, cannot be in school. There is really no reason why a young woman should be excluded from important governance processes because she dropped out of elementary school and cannot navigate government offices. If we are to hit the targets of the SDGs, it's time we could reconsider the usual and try the unusual. Our interventions have to be more responsive to the circumstances of people on the ground. As the Global Goals Week carries on, we call upon all stakeholders to discuss ways in which learning can be made more practical. Thank you.